The first question then is 6 marks, all as 1 markers as part of the table. So you need to state the component of fitness being described and then give a specific example of how the component of fitness is used in a sport of your choice. The important part here is I think the component of fitness part hopefully is relatively easy if we've learnt most components of fitness. People get this wrong because they don't give a specific example of a use in sport. They're too sort of broad in their example. You need to be as specific as you possibly can. So first one then, the ability to exercise the entire body for long periods of time without tiring. That is cardiovascular fitness. That's your 1 mark. A specific example of use in sport. So about the best example we could give, or the most specific, is probably running a marathon. You're running for a long period of time, you need good cardiovascular fitness. So nice, easy 2 marks. The ability to change the position of the body quickly while maintaining control of the movement. So that is agility. Specific example of use in sport. If it was me, I'd be looking to give the best example possible, and I would say that is a sidestep in rugby. If you said, if you gave another example, changing direction during a rally in tennis, then that would be okay. But what you couldn't have done is just named a sport. If you just said rugby or tennis, then that's not going to be good enough to get your mark. So you've got to be specific. The ability to retain the body's centre of mass above the base of support, that is balance. When we think of balance, we think of gymnastics. If you just put gymnastics, you wouldn't get the mark. But if you said a gymnast remaining balanced on the beam, that's specific to the sport of gymnastics, you're going to get your mark. The next question, muscular endurance and body composition are components of fitness. Assess the relative importance of each of these components of fitness to a 100-meter sprinter. And it is the important word here is relative. So we have at some point during each answer got to compare these 2 components of fitness. So first one, muscular endurance. For mark number 1, first thing is you want to say what muscular endurance is. Muscular endurance is using voluntary muscles repeatedly without becoming tired. If you put something along those lines, you're going to get your mark. We then need to discuss the sport of 100 metres. Hopefully we've realised a 100-metre sprint doesn't really need muscular endurance, and that is because it only takes place over a short period of time. So if you put something along those lines, then you're getting a 2nd mark. And for the 3rd mark, you need to assess the importance of muscular endurance relatively against body composition. So for your 3rd mark, therefore, muscular endurance is not as important as body composition for a 100-metre sprinter. Body composition then, so exactly the same. First, we need to say what it is. Body composition is an individual's percentage of bone, muscle and fat. We need to discuss the 100-metre runner. A 100-metre runner must have a high percentage of muscle as part of their body composition. So if you see 100-metre runners, they're powerful. They've got a lot of muscle. So their body composition has got to be a high percentage of muscle. Finally, 3rd mark, again, we need to assess it relatively to muscular endurance, really easy. Therefore, body composition is more important for a 100-metre runner than muscular endurance. Final question, health and fitness can be affected by exercise. Define the terms health and fitness. So this is where we just need to have learnt those terms word for word or as best we can. So health, if you put a state of complete emotional, physical and social well-being and not merely the absence of disease and infirmity, and fitness, the ability to meet the demands of the environment.